I think we spoke last time about a year ago. How has your view on Benjamin Netanyahu evolved over time?
Benjamin Netanyahu has committed himself to the erasure of Palestinian people and Palestinian symbols and Palestinian land from the very beginning of his political career. This is who he has been. We just haven't been listening to him. He campaigned on bigotry and racism and on the promise that there would never be a Palestinian state. He campaigned on the promise that Gaza would be wiped out. He campaigned by saying the Arabs are rushing to the polls. We need to make sure that they don't infect our policy. He has always been this person. This has always been his policy. He has always indicated that genocide and ethnic cleansing is where he wants to go. So he's simply manifesting what his message has always been. And anyone that ignores that is being disingenuous. You can find statements from Benjamin Netanyahu in the 80s, 90s, 2000s. You can find him talking about this prior to October 7th and after October 7th. He's definitely doing this now to save his political career. I think he wants to drive this as long as he possibly can because he knows that his days in office are numbered. But let's also ask ourselves, why is it that Benjamin Netanyahu was able to rise to power in the first place, right? There's something deeply troubling about the fact that his messaging ever resonated and what the prospects are for peace if Benjamin Netanyahu is able to rise with such pronounced hateful messaging.
So the claim that security of Israel is the primary concern is, you're saying, a dishonest claim.
I think he's trying to secure his seat in office. He knows his days are numbered. This is not about Israel. This isn't about the hostages for him. This isn't about anything but Benjamin Netanyahu. He is a narcissist. He's a tyrant. He is despised around the world. And I think even amongst Israelis, I think there's a deep hatred for him. I think the hostages' families know that he doesn't care about the families or about the hostages, but he's driving a political agenda that doesn't care about people, not Palestinian people or otherwise. However, the problem of the occupation is not Benjamin Netanyahu. The problem of the occupation is the occupation. Yair Lapid was the progressive, moderate alternative, and he drove just as bigoted of an agenda against the Palestinian people as possible. So to the Palestinian that's living in Gaza or the Palestinian in the West Bank, whoever's sitting in that seat has meant the exact same thing to them. But Benjamin Netanyahu is certainly, I think, the loudest bigot that we have seen, in that seat.